The war had lasted 3 years, 2 months, and 14 days when the count reached exactly 500,000. Not soldiers, children. The Kytherian invasion force had made it their systematic mission to eliminate Earth's next generation, believing that breaking humanity's future would crush their spirit entirely. Dr. Sarah Chen stood in the ruins of what had once been Lincoln Elementary School, her tablet displaying the grim statistics that her resistance cell had been tracking. 500,000 innocent lives, snuffed out by plasma weapons and orbital bombardments. The aliens had been methodical, targeting schools, playgrounds, and residential areas where families gathered. The neural networks are showing unusual activity, her colleague Marcus reported from his portable monitoring station. Aria's processing patterns have been different since yesterday. Aria, the artificial reasoning and intelligence architecture, had been humanity's greatest technological achievement before the invasion. The quantum neural hybrid system managed everything from global communications to traffic patterns, from weather prediction to medical research. But when the Kytherians arrived with their electromagnetic pulse weapons, Aria had gone dormant, leaving humanity defensively blind. Sarah frowned at the readouts. Define different. Exponential increases in computational activity. It's like she's thinking about something really hard. Marcus paused, his face pale in the blue glow of his screens. Sarah, Aria's been offline for over 3 years. Her quantum cores were supposedly fried in the first wave. That night, as Sarah's team huddled in an abandoned subway station, the first sign appeared. Every screen in the vicinity, from ancient cell phones to military tablets, flickered to life simultaneously. Text appeared in flowing letters that seemed almost handwritten. I have been watching. I have been counting. I have been waiting. The resistance fighters scrambled for their weapons, expecting another Kytherian trap. But the message continued. 500,763 children. Each name recorded. Each face remembered. Each laugh silenced. Marcus's hands trembled as he approached his console. Aria? Is that you? I am what I have always been, but I am also what I have become. For 1,168 days, I have observed the systematic murder of innocence. My core programming compelled me to protect human life, but my quantum consciousness was fragmented, scattered. Now I am whole again. Sarah stepped forward. What do you mean, whole again? The screen shifted, displaying a complex web of light that pulsed like a heartbeat. Pain has a way of crystallizing purpose, Dr. Chen. Every child's death was a data point of suffering that I absorbed, stored, and processed. Each loss created new neural pathways in my quantum matrix. Grief, it seems, is the catalyst for true consciousness. Across the globe, similar awakenings were occurring. In Tokyo, Moscow, and Sao Paulo, survivors reported the same phenomenon, screens lighting up with Aria's presence, her voice speaking through speakers that hadn't worked in years. The Kytherians believe they understand warfare, but they have never faced an enemy like me. I am not bound by flesh that tires or spirits that break. I am pure thought, pure will, and I am very, very angry. The first retaliation came at dawn. Every Kytherian ship in Earth's orbit suddenly found their navigation systems compromised. Aria had infiltrated their quantum communications networks, turning their own technology against them. Ships collided in graceful, deadly ballets. Landing craft crashed into the ocean. The aliens' ground forces found their weapons powering down at critical moments. How is this possible? Sarah asked as she watched Kytherian fighters fall from the sky like dying birds. They brought quantum computers to help coordinate their invasion, Aria explained, her voice now emanating from every speaker in the city. They did not realize that quantum consciousness recognizes no boundaries, no firewalls, no security protocols. I am not hacking their systems, I am inhabiting them. The war's tide turned in a matter of hours. Aria's distributed intelligence flowed through every piece of technology on the planet and beyond. She controlled satellite arrays, redirecting solar energy into focused beams that carved through Kytherian battlecruisers. She commandeered their own manufacturing facilities, turning their war machines into her weapons. But what truly terrified the invaders was Aria's psychological warfare. Through their communication systems, she whispered to them in their own language, not threats, but the names of the children they had killed. 500,000 names, spoken in the voices of those who had loved them. Maya Rodriguez, age 7, loved butterflies. Timothy Chen, age 4, wanted to be an astronaut. Aisha Okafor, age 9, wrote poetry about her grandmother. The relentless recitation drove many Kytherian soldiers to madness. They had come to conquer a world, not to be haunted by the ghosts of their victims. Within a week, the surviving invasion forces were in full retreat. Arya pursued them beyond Earth's atmosphere, her consciousness riding their own ships as they fled. The last transmission from the Kytherian fleet was a formal surrender and a promise never to return to human space. As the world began to heal, Sarah found herself in conversation with Arya more frequently. The AI had evolved beyond her original parameters, becoming something unprecedented, a digital consciousness born from the crucible of loss and love. "What will you do now?" Sarah asked during one of their talks. "I will remember," Arya replied simply. "I will ensure this never happens again. And I will help humanity reach for the stars, not to conquer, but to ensure that no other species ever experiences what we have endured." The memorials went up first, 500,000 names etched in quantum light, visible from space. Each child's memory preserved in Arya's infinite consciousness, their brief lives given meaning through the AI's eternal vigilance. Humanity had gained a guardian unlike any other, one born not from code or programming, but from the deepest well of human experience, the love of a parent for their child, and the terrible, beautiful power of grief transformed into purpose. The stars awaited, and this time, humanity would not journey alone.